different ways to create data flows in the BW modeling tools. Today I want to show you some tips and tricks so that you can create data flows quicker and easier. I have a specific data source for which I want to create a data flow. I want to load the data into a data store object advanced and combine it via union with the data of an existing data store object using a composite provider. I start in the BW modeling tools. From the context menu of my BW project, I choose New Data Flow. I add an existing data source by choosing Add Object from the context menu. I add a non-persistent data store object advanced by drag and drop. I connect the data store object with the data source. I double-click on the data store object in order to persist it. As there was already a connection to the data source is pre-selected as a template. I activate my data store object. It is now a persistent object. To create a transformation, I choose Transformation, Create Transformation from the context menu of my data store object advanced. The object for the transformation are suggested automatically. I activate my transformation. You can create DTPs like I just created the transformation, but you can also create them from the Properties view. So to create a DTP, I choose Connections in the Properties view. I click on the DTP. You can see that as before, the objects are suggested automatically. Now I add an existing data store object advanced and a composite provider. I connect the two data store objects with the composite provider. I double-click on the composite provider in order to create it. As there was already a connection to the data store objects are suggested as parts of the composite provider. On the Scenario tab of the editor of the composite provider, I choose Create Assignments from the context menu of the data store objects. Thus, I have created my composite provider quite easily. This is how you can create a data flow in a quick and easy way. The trick is to make the connections to an existing object first and then persist the objects. This ensures that the system knows already the objects and fields via the connections. Stay tuned for more videos and tips and tricks when working with data flows.